One of the best ways to get started as a backyard astronomer is to learn constellations. Start by determining which way is north, using a compass if necessary. Then try to locate a few of the brighter stars, matching them up with a star chart. There is a star chart provided at the back of your textbook. Star lore. Star lore is part of virtually all cultures. The ancient Greeks, the Pawnee tribes of the American, the Australian Aborigines, for example, all created stories about the star groupings. The Big Dipper. The most familiar star grouping is the Big Dipper. It is not a constellation, but rather is called an asterism. An asterism is an easily recognized grouping of stars that may be part of one constellation or may incorporate pieces of several. The Big Dipper continued. The two stars furthest from the handle in the bowl of the Big Dipper are the Bay and Merak. They are called the pointers because they point roughly to the North Star Polaris. The Little Dipper. The Little Dipper is another asterism, part of the constellation Ursa Minor, the Little Bear. The Little Dipper is not easy to see because its stars are dim, but it curves back toward the Big Dipper. Summer Triangle Asterism. The asterism of the Summer Triangle spans three constellations. These three bright stars that are clearly seen in the summer evening, Deneb, Altair, and Vega, form the Summer Triangle. Polaris, the North Star. Polaris is an important star for navigation because it lies almost exactly above the Earth's North Pole. Polaris marks the end of the handle of the Little Dipper. Celestial coordinates. Declination is sometimes called DEC for short, or DEC. Declination is the name of the set of east to west lines on a celestial sphere that run parallel to the celestial equator. Used in the same role as latitude on the Earth, declination is used to avoid confusion with terrestrial coordinates. Declination values run from plus 90 degrees to negative 90 degrees, the north and south celestial poles. Right ascension, or RA for short, are the north-south lines that play the same role as longitude on the Earth. Right ascension lines divide the celestial sphere into 24 equal zones that are labeled in units of time and not degrees. Celestial objects are also located by a horizon system called altitude and azimuth. In this system, altitude is an object's angle above the horizon. Azimuth is the angle measured eastward along the horizon from north to south, to the point directly below the object, although sometimes it can be measured from the south. Altitude and azimuth have a serious drawback compared to the right ascension and declination system. Why? An astronomical body's altitude and azimuth constantly change as it moves across the sky because they are defined with respect to the rotating celestial sphere, while a body's right ascension and declination remain the same as the body rises and sets. Because planets move across the stellar background, astronomers have invented some terms to help describe where their planets are located at any given time. These terms describe a planet's position with respect to the Earth and the Sun. If a planet lies in the sky in the same direction as the Sun, it is said to be at conjunction. If it lies approximately between us and the Sun, it is at inferior conjunction. If it is on the other side of the Sun, it is at superior conjunction. On some very rare occasions, a planet may pass directly between us and the Sun. Such an event is called a transit. Only Mercury and Venus can transit the Sun as seen from Earth. Earth transiting the Sun would occur when Mars is directly opposite the Sun in the sky, or at what is seen from the Earth is called opposition. Being opposite the Sun, a planet in opposition rises at sunset. However, there is a limit on how far the Sun and the imaged planet can be. Mercury can never be more than 28 degrees from the Sun, and Venus never more than 47. For this reason, Mercury and Venus are usually visible only in the morning or evening sky, while the Sun is just below the horizon. A bright planet like Venus, seen close to the Sun at dawn or dusk, is sometimes called the morning star. On some very rare occasions, a planet may pass directly between us and the Sun. Such an event is called a transit. Only Mercury and Venus can transit the Sun as seen from Earth. Earth transiting the Sun would occur only when Mars is directly opposite the Sun in the sky, or as what is seen from the Earth is called opposition. The more you stay outside in dim light, the more sensitive your eyes will become, and the fainter the stars you will be able to see. This is the result of physiological changes in your eye, referred to as dark adaptation. The simplest change occurring in your eye in dim light is that the pupil opens wider. In full sunlight, your pupil normally has a diameter of about 2 millimeters, and total darkness diameter may expand to about 7 or 8, allowing more light to enter your eye. The same principle is used in cameras when you adjust aperture to match the available lens.